Another big story we were following for you here at noon today. A major beer producer is about to break ground in the mountains this afternoon. New Belgium Brewing plans to pull out the shovels at 2. News 13's John Lee is streaming live in West Asheville. And John, this has sure been a long time coming.
That's right, Jay. And just think, only about a year ago, there were actually doubts in some circles locally as to whether or not this was going to happen. New Belgium said all along it was going to happen. They were basically timing out the opening of this facility with a time when the Colorado facility peaked. Now, let's take a look at the lay of the land here as they're setting up some 300 chairs for this groundbreaking that will happen at 2 o'clock today. A lot of buzz, a lot of excitement. It's going to be a big party as this facility will be some 133,000 square feet. It will employ some 142 jobs when it reaches its capacity. Naturally, this is what it's all about, folks. The New Belgium Rye PA is the drink of choice today. And with us down here, Brian Simpson. He is the PR director with New Belgium. And tell us about the buzz today and what this means for your company.
Well, it's a very big day. You know, we've been working on this for a couple of years now with a lot of folks here in the city and a lot of our partners, and this is the moment where we're calling it groundbreaking. We've done a lot of site work to mitigate for floodplain, and we're in the process of leveling. If you look out, you can definitely see how it's been flattened. And then pretty soon you're going to actually start to see buildings go up. We're going to be pouring concrete toward the end of the month, and then come fall, you'll start to see walls coming up. This is really going to look like a transformed place.
And beer production will happen by the end of next year, I understand. Is that correct? And so, along with looking ahead to the future, how are you sort of paying homage to this property's past as well?
Well, actually, a lot of the previous owners will be here today. So the Bell family is coming, and they're going to get to celebrate that as well. We've been working with a team, a filmmaker team in town, to sort of do a short little documentary on the history of the place. So that'll be available online soon. And then we've got a lot of people from the community who have had a lot of great experiences here over the years. So I think there'll be a lot of memories and shared experiences today. It'll be fun.
All right, fun indeed, and appreciate your time. That's Brian Simpson, PR director, and the chairs are set up, and so maybe a few hundred people here with the great weather out here, maybe even more. Who wouldn't want to come out and celebrate this kind of occasion? Reporting live here in West Asheville, John Lee, News 13.
A highly anticipated groundbreaking today will lead to jobs and lots of beer here in the mountains. News 13's John Lee is streaming live in West Asheville. John, we're about 90 minutes away from the big event.
And let's face it, folks, when's the last time we were this excited locally about a groundbreaking? Well, frankly, it doesn't happen very often. This is a huge event, and as you can see by the chairs set up here, they're expecting a few hundred people to turn out later at about 2 o'clock. At the stage behind us here is where you'll see some speakers, but over here is what I thought was really interesting. We all know that New Belgium is going to mean a lot for the future economically of this city, with 142 jobs coming, but they also kind of pay homage to the past here. This is kind of showing some photos of the history, including the early 1800s, the 100-year flood back in 1916, etc. They're even going to show folks the time capsule that eventually is going to be buried at this site, and all kinds of pictures showing the camaraderie of the community that they're now hoping to really be a big part of here in the city of Asheville. And here are the stats: 133,000 square foot facility. Eventually, it will crank out some 500,000 barrels of beer annually. And that's going to be a huge asset as well here locally. Not only the brewery, but a tasting room at this facility. And the key number, 142 permanent jobs in the Asheville area, which is huge as well. So a huge amount of expectations upon this facility, a lot of build-up leading up to it. And just last year, a lot of maybe some doubts as to whether this would happen, but New Belgium said all along, hey, no doubts, this is going to happen on our timeline. And the groundbreaking, a huge and significant step in that process. It happens at 2 o'clock. Reporting live here in West Asheville, I'm John Lee, News 13.